Hey guys, this is Alan here, and today I want to make a different kind of video. This is not an Pokemon card unopening, but rather wanted to talk about a very specific topic that I think is probably resonates with a lot of people, which is how do we keep track of our Pokemon card collection. So I've been looking for quite some time for an application that can cover 3 points, which are very important to me. One, being able to visualize my collection. Two, being able to accurately track prices. Obviously, this is a bit more subjective if you care about the monetary value of your cards. And then three, which correlates to number two, being able to show my collection's total value. And so far, I haven't found an application or website that can properly cover these three topics. So I wanted to go over how I've come to track my collection. Right, I use two things: one, a website, and then an Excel sheet that I made that covered those 3 points that we touched on. And this website is called pkmn.gg, so pokemon.gg abbreviated. And I want to make a disclaimer that this is not an ad in any way. I am not associated with the people that made this application, but I wanted to share because I think it's super, super cool. So I'm gonna jump on the website on the web interface, but I just want to quickly showcase that you can use this on mobile. I'm not gonna get too into it here because you're not gonna be able to see it so well, but as you can see, the user interface on mobile is super, super well. I love that you can see the Pokemon card. The prices are tracked using TCG, and they tend to be quite accurate in comparison to other uh, related applications or websites. So let's get into it. I'm gonna hop over into my computer and I'm gonna take you guys on a tour of this, and then also showcase the Excel sheet that I made to keep track of the collection prices and such. This is what the user interface looks like. First off, I really enjoy that uh, it has graphics for the cards, so you can add cards, and every single time you include Pokemon cards in your collection, you gain experience points, which then can rank you up in levels. So it's super cool. You have a total number of cards, how many of those are unique, and then it breaks it down even further by adding what elements are those cards from. So these are some cards of my collection. Like I said, I really enjoy the visual aspect of it, but also being able to have accurate representation in terms of price. So for example, this Houndoom, I have one. It's $31, and it gives you this cool price update time. And from what I understand, the prices come from CCG, which provides more of the accurate price representation in comparison to other sources. So apart from that, you can go to the collections here and you have a list of previous Pokemon collections. You can go deeper into it, but it's super intuitive. As you can see, it's really great for being able to track sets as well, right? They give you a full price of the set, your set value, and you can break it down. I mean, it's so good. You have the half column here, what you need, and then some of the duplicates that you have, right? You could sort by rarity, then you can sort by price, which are, well, this is the cheapest ones, but here, right, the most expensive cards. You can search, which is super cool, and then you just get a list of, and of course I spelled that wrong, but you get a list of cards that you can kind of include. Right now, it's not entirely perfect because, as I said, it has the visuals, it has the social aspect of it. Some things that are actually coming to this website are having a social profile where you can kind of display your account and your favorite card from a specific set, etc. And I'll put a screenshot on the side somewhere so that you guys can see. And then another thing that's missing here is that it doesn't have the total collection of value. As you saw, we get value per card and value per set, right? The specific set that you have here, I don't know, 20 bucks, right? But nowhere in this user interface is there, total collection value per set. Another thing that I think would be really great is being able to filter your display so that you can see, for example, your most expensive cards or the least expensive cards, right? So it's still a work in progress from what I understand. So to continue, this is how I keep track of the prices. Not that it matters, but to me, it's good to see how my collection is doing over time. So we have this nice little visuals, but if we go over to my spreadsheet, I essentially made this here where we have the collection set, the series, release date, and the value. Obviously you can include details or not, such as series or release, but to me, I literally just grabbed these from the pokemontcg, and I captured the values here, right? So these are some of my collections, and then I made another column here to be able to track the actual value, right? I'm just adding the value from the previous subsheet. So I did it May 2023. I'm still not entirely done because I have a lot more cards to input into my pokemoncards, but I plan to hopefully be checking twice a year. I don't necessarily care so much about the value in the short term, but it will be interesting to see the percentage change and the monetary change that happens throughout a 6-month time period. So that's just a bit more of the analysis side of things. But as I said, this has worked well for me, and it's something that I recently started doing. Just an idea for anyone out there that is planning to, track their collection and is looking for a good way to do it. I highly recommend, once again, using this because it just looks great, and I know that there's a lot of great things in the pipeline. There's a Discord, they're very responsive, and yeah, if you do make an account, my username is just Alan. You can go ahead and add me, and I hope that this was of value. So I'm gonna switch out of my desktop now. Well guys, I hope that this video was of value to you. As I said, to me, keeping track of my collection is very important because I've put a lot into it. And if you do end up using pokemontcg, you can go ahead and add me. I'll put my user somewhere here. It's just Alan, ALAN. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.